is down because we're right around the 20, 21 people. I believe we pay more. We have that number. And let's see here. There we go. Income, number 13. That's the one that I was looking at that I want you to take a look at. That's where we set up the 4 squads.
So Jim, those are for the new ones, and this was we expected this cost. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Project.
So it wasn't a surprise. This was what we knew we were going to be doing when we got the new squads. Okay.
Also, if you look down on 26, Melissa.
I
wanted you to see that number as well.
Which item are you talking about?
Number 26.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's the AEDs, right? So we ordered them. Are they in yet?
Yes, they are in service now. I have most of them issued up. We're
Oh, this is fun. Okay. Great. Did anyone need new training, or are they pretty much the same and everyone already knows how to use them?
they're pretty standard. I think they're maybe even a little more were, and so it wasn't really helpful training, I don't believe.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to point out on the bills before we pay them?
No, I just wanted to bring those to your attention.
All right. So I would entertain a motion to pay the bills.
Dad, I'll move.
Dave or Carrie, or I can second, I guess. All right. Any other discussion on the bills? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. The bills are taken care of. Any other reports did you want to go through the jail report?
Governor. Yeah, no, we're gonna change that.
When he first came on and it said governor, I'm like, wow. Who's attending?
I didn't even know he was running. Yeah.
Gary, you moved up.
Oh, problem with an official meeting with it having that title.
All right, Sheriff, would you like to go over the monthly report?
Pull out the monthly report. You're down just a little bit, Bill, but of course we had those bigger bills that came in as far as AD and Baycom. The number of jail bookings has gone down a little bit. We were at 33. The average number of inmates housed in Richland County right now is at 22. I believe that number is even going down more. It's about that time of year for Christmas. We did not have to house anybody out of county. Monthly complaints went to 155. A lot of car deer accidents right now. Traffic citations issued. I think that's right around the norm right now. We've got some new deputies on that are taking it very seriously. The jail, we had 352 calls for service. A lot of EMS calls, 97 calls for EMS, 62 calls just for the Richland Center Police. As Jen explained it, we lost a road deputy to probate office, so we'll be talking about that later on. I would also like to bring up that I got a letter here from the Wisconsin Department of Corrections I'm not gonna read the whole letter to you, but I'm gonna read this part that you know. Will be receiving funds in the amount of $10,840 for 21 billable days for the period of July 1, 2019 through June 30th, 2020. I took this letter out to Julie Keller, and Julie said that she's already gotten the money, so we put it into probate. We've got a line item for probate. From there, I have no idea. So that's a good letter. I wish I got letters like this every day. That's about all that I have at this time. I know that everybody's kind of gearing up for this COVID stuff. Back. I'm looking into, I contacted one of the deputies that's still, this Kathy Wilson, and I'm trying to get her back to come back, but she's a little bit leery about coming back at this point, but she's going to get a hold of me on Monday. My thought is if it goes the way I think it's going to go, if it really gets out of where everybody starts to get worried and everybody's working from home, my thought is maybe we could set up a table downstairs with a telephone. I don't know that I'll have the personnel to set it all the time. I would be able to have it there a little bit of the time. Want to hear what your thoughts were.
So you're proposing to put the table that we had in the beginning of the pandemic back downstairs with, at the very least, a phone and information that people could call certain offices before they go in the building?
I'm thinking that right now, unless I have a great plan. I haven't talked it over with Barb yet, but I'm sure Barb will come up with an idea as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I obviously Clint would be also another person to talk to about it. I mean, I think anything we can do to limit the activity in the courthouse and help people get the information they need without wandering around in the courthouse is probably a good thing. It would protect our staff. So, you know, I certainly wouldn't not want you to do it. If you do have the staff to do it, even part of the time, I think it would be helpful. I don't know if anyone else has thoughts.
I'll sit down with IT, see what we can get set up.
That sounds great. Thank you for doing that. I do. I mean, you know, obviously things are heating up pretty fast around here. Our numbers are doubling all the time. So yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
Is Richland County one that's involved with this? I know that there's 62 counties that are involved, but I'm not so sure that Richland County is one of them that's high right now. But I think if we took the precautions now, I know that I'm sending 2 of my people home half of the week so at this time. That way I can have somebody here most of the time.
You talking about Amber and the other
Susan.
position? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that anything we can do to keep it from becoming worse, I think is absolutely a great idea. So, all right. So anything else on the department reports and monthly invoices, or should we move on to number 10, approval of casual jailer dispatcher new hire?
Yep, we can move that. We received an application. This individual is currently interning with our department. She's a student at South Tech. Ellie Kinnison. She's interested in working as a casual for us in the jail. Currently certified jailer. Part-time for Crawford County in the jail. Is interested in working with us.
Yeah, her resume was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I thought, I mean, for how young she is, yeah, I thought it was great.
Yep. Yeah, I can say that so far the reports I've gotten back of the deputies that she's with in her internship, they've all been impressed with her help and her so far what I'm hearing is good reports on her, and she seems very motivated not only to start working with us as a casual, but to complete her education. and hopefully pursue a full-time position with us.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I think it's actually a really great way to test out the fit, instead of hiring them as a full-time employee and not knowing, being an unknown quantity, when you can do them as a casual or an intern. You learn a lot, they learn a lot, and you learn a lot, and you get to know whether they're a good fit or not. So I think it's a great idea. So I assume you need a motion from us to approve to hire her as a casual?
Yes.
Would someone like to make that motion?
I'll make the motion. This is Dave.
Chad or Carrie, would you like to second?
I'll second.
All right. So we have a motion and a second to approve the casual hire of, was it Ellie or Elle? Ellie, as a jailer dispatcher. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, you have the approval. All right, item number 10, permission to begin road patrol hiring process.
As we discussed earlier, Deputy Devin McNerlin is leaving us in the probate office, and we're very happy for her. We're sad we're losing her. Very happy for her. So we need to begin a new road patrol hiring. We had a couple names left on the last list. We start again with a new list. So we're looking to advertise that process so we can get that going.
All righty. Someone like to make a motion to approve them starting the hiring process for a road deputy?
Severson moves.
It's Chad, I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the motion carries. You have your approval to start the new hiring process, or a hiring process. All right, item number 12, permission to advertise for casual road patrol position.
So we are looking to hire some more casual road patrol people. We've lost two of our casuals over the course of the summer. Marcia Hutka has left us, and more recently left, decided to end their career in law enforcement. And we're down to what we used to use for court to just 2 people now, and 3 overall factor in transports and extra road coverage. We can get a couple on that list so we have more of a pool to draw from when we have those things come up, like transports or we need patrol coverage. So we're looking at, along with the full-time position, that we'd like to hire some more cats to try and beef up our roster a little.
And we have a line item budgeted for casuals, correct?
Correct.
And how are we doing as far as what's left in that account? I mean, I understand that it saves us from overtime and things like that, but I'm just curious as to how we're doing in that line item.
I think with COVID and everything, we're doing well because we haven't been staffing like we would.
Right. Okay. All right. So would someone like to make a motion to approve them advertising for casual road patrol positions?
That's Chad, I'll move.
Dave will second.
All right. I have a motion by Chad and a second by Carrie. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Go ahead and advertise. All right, item number 13, permission to extend current timeline for applications for jailer dispatcher eligibility list.
So I'm not exactly sure if I needed this on the agenda or not. We did have permission to advertise for. I did the required ad in the paper, posted on WileyNet. I set the deadline for November 6th we got 3 applications by November 6th. So I'd at least like to run the WileyNet ad a little bit longer and see if we can get a few more applications the next few weeks and widen our pool.
That seems like a good idea. Yeah, three's not a whole lot of choice, so yeah. And that's before they pass all the testing and everything? Or that's
Correct.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just, yeah.
Okay. All right, so I guess we'll do a motion just to cover it. So would someone like to make a motion to give them permission to extend the timeline for applications?
This is Dave. I'll make the motion.
It's Chad. I'll second.
All right, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
Aye.
Oh, are you opposed, Carrie, or was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I moved too fast. All right, that passes. Item number 14, approval of MOU compensatory time changes for union employees of the Sheriff's Department.
Have you seen the MOU?
Yes, it's on our iPads.
So this is basically just to bring the union in line with the rest of the county. When we went all the way through the committees the last time with the addendum to the handbook, that did not cover the union employees. This MOU is to adjust the wording in the contract to bring union members in line with the rest of the county. And this was brought forth by Aaron Wallace, who's our union.
So essentially, we're just bringing the union contract in line with what we changed our handbook of policies.
Correct.
Right. Okay. All right. I would entertain a motion to approve the MOU.
Seriously move.
Chad will second.
All right, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the MOU is approved.
Oh, I guess I have a question on, is this supposed to go before finance next, or does it go to the full county board from here? Just kind of wondering who would give.
Right, probably finance.
I would
Right,
think so.
since they approved all the other changes before it went to the full board,
Okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah, probably finance. You could ask,
Okay.
I guess run it by Clint, but I would think finance.
Okay.
All right, item number 15, portable radio purchase approval.
All right, have you seen the quote for the portable radios? I got them up on my here. What I'm looking to do is some of our portable radios are dated to use funds that I believe were taken out of our budget. Fund 75 is our radio line that was taken out, and purchase a couple portable radios. And I got a quote on the current model of what I'm carrying, and let me open that. For one radio, charger, and lapel was $2,005. I'd like to purchase 2 radios for the department.
So you're cutting out a little bit, so I'm just going to sort of recap what you said to make sure I got it right. You would like to purchase 2 portable radio systems to replace some that are not working well, and that you think that the money that was in your budget was moved to Fund 75, the capital borrowing funds, but you don't know?
I know it was moved to Fund 75.
Okay. So the only question I would have is, I guess, just to make sure that we haven't overspent the chunk of, I know you and I went over exactly how much money we think got shifted from your budget to the Fund 75. So you're sure that this will fall in there and it's not going over any of the money? Because I know we spent a lot of that money obviously on the cars.
Yeah, but we had used some of remaining funds from the line number is escaping me right now, but what was left over in our new car outlay from 2019, we cashed that first before we started dipping into 75. So I can double check the numbers, but I think all right.
Okay, well, I mean, if it's coming from Fund 75, it has to go through finance anyway. Isn't that correct, Dave?
Yes.
Yeah, so we certainly can give the approval, and then we'll have to, verify that it is in fact funds available in Fund 75 that were allocated for this. I agree with you. I think that you're right, and I think that when we went through this, we knew that there was going to be equipment purchases in addition to the AEDs that had been moved to Fund 75, but we will have to confirm all of that. So
my original plan was to use the new car outlay 75, and then if we went over equipment, which was also in Fund 75, before I touched anything else. So, and I think we were safe in doing that. We didn't dip into radio or anything else.
So what would the total be for the two? I heard 2,000, but I didn't hear the end of what you said each one costs.
It would be for both units. It would be $4,012.
$4,012.
And $4,010.
He keeps cutting out, but okay. All right. So I would entertain a motion to tentatively approve the purchase of the radios and send it on to finance to verify that, that the funds are truly available from Fund 75.
This is Chad. I'll move.
And Dave will second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the motion carries. So yeah, I think that should definitely go to finance, Clay.
All right, will do.
Can I just interrupt? Dave, are you problem? Because I'm on a wired connection.
Yeah, you're cutting out too.
I don't think it's the internet cutting out. It sounds like it's the microphone switching back and forth.
So is it better if I pause? It's not picking up from there. Okay.
All right, item number 16, radio tower project updates.
I don't have much of an update on this other than to say, and I think you're aware probably that the RFP is out and available for people to view now. So for consultants.
Good. I mean, that's good. We're on the timeline that we set up, so that's good. All right. Anything for number 17, mapping radio system and squad updates? I didn't see a squad update on our iPad as far as the mileage.
Yeah, sorry, I sent that out this morning just before the.
So I can peek in my email.
It'll be in your email. Getting good reports on the new squads. We had a few hiccups here and there, but everything seems to be working well now, and people assigned to those cars are. Really anything to comment on for mapping?
I guess I have a question on the squads. When we get new squads, do we have a policy on like who gets them as far as experience? Like more experienced deputies that would maybe have more experience with driving fast on curvy roads kind of thing? Or do we just assign them to whoever needs or we think needs them? Or
We've been issuing them out loosely by seniority. We did have, sorry, we had a couple of people who they didn't want to switch from their Explorers to Durango and opted to stay in their Explorers. Then we moved the Durango down the line. Our, I would say mid-seniority people to high seniority people.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you realize this, but it does seem logical to not give the brand new deputy the brand new car. Just so we don't have, because we already know our insurance rates are, that paying those deductibles we have now is pretty painful.
And yeah, the only other thing that I'm going to mention is I'll probably come to you soon in another meeting, request to sell. I don't have on this agenda though. When
we sell, does that go then into our new car outlay, or do we have to relinquish money to the general fund? Or do we?
I think as long as we just designate in the meeting when it's approved to sell that the funds would be returned to new car outlay, I think we're okay that it would be returned to outlay. Yeah,
I don't know. There's been some talk of changing that, where whenever we sell stuff or do stuff, it has to go into the general fund, but we'll see. All right. Anything else on mapping radio system or squad updates? Or that's it?
That's it.
All right. Before we adjourn, I think until COVID settles down a little bit, I would say we should just have 100% virtual meetings, because then we don't have to fight all these sound issues because everyone is online. Does that seem reasonable to everyone?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, and I think it's less work for the IT department as well, if we just do it, if everyone is either online or not online. So for December, for sure, I think let's plan on having 100% virtual meeting. And then in December, we can decide if things have hopefully settled down. Then maybe January, we can start fresh in a new year and meet in person, but we'll have to just play it by ear. All right, with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion. This is Dave.
Motion by Dave. What was that? All right, did I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Dave, second by Chad. All those in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks, Barb.
Barb, I wanted to share with